Hey guys, welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. Come out here, let's show you around.
What's going on, guys? Check out all these azaleas we've got out here. We've got some huge sets of azaleas coming available here at Mr. Maple very soon. Man, I mean, I love the smell of azaleas. Just got that fragrance in the air.
There's some cool stuff out here. We're gonna be walking through Greenhouse 29 today. We love doing walkthrough Wednesdays. Welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Matt.
And I'm Brian, and I know you guys love these walkthroughs, man. We take you out here in the nursery, kind of let you get a little behind the scenes action going on out here. Everything's leafed out now. I mean, primo colors everywhere we look, right? I mean,
we love doing spring walkthroughs, and it's the choicest time to come and see the greenhouses. And since we're not open, we're bringing you with us. We will be open Memorial Day though.
Man, I'm excited about that. We had a huge turnout for our early spring open house. Everybody had a great time. We had an amazing turnout. Everybody came out and enjoyed that. Tons of plants, guys. I mean, we've got more plants than we've ever had available for an open house. And that's going to be the same for the Memorial Day open house coming very soon. Definitely plan, get some vacation time scheduled because you want to come and be a part of it.
Hey guys, stay tuned to the end of the video. We're going to be announcing some limited open hours for that big stuff as well. So stay tuned to the video for that. Let's take them through 29, guys. Let's go show you what we got.
Let's go check it out.
Always classic, guys. We got Blood Good. Great sizes in Blood Good, so it's a good time to pick one up before some of these go to threes.
I mean, check that out,
yeah,
man.
I mean, Blood Good's always classic for good reason. Massive sets. You know, we're known for the crazy stuff, but we still carry Blood Good.
Man, you know, this is the classic Japanese maple. You see these in almost every garden landscape out there. I mean, it just has such a presence out there. It gives you a beautiful red color in your garden. This is a classic right here.
Oh my gosh, check out these Aileen Cook right here. Oh my gosh, dude. This is a broom on a Circinatum. Really funky small growth. You know, I think Circinatums are the only maple outside of palmatum that we know of with specific brooms. Now I've seen some on sugars, but in section palmata, I've never seen another maple broom besides Circinatum.
I mean, man, check out that bright green color. I mean, this thing is just lighting up. Pair that next to some reds in the garden.
Woo.
I mean, whoo, man, this is going to be putting on a show for you out there.
All right, Brian, I know this next one over here in that greenhouse is one of your favorites. We were just talking about when these are getting back in stock, and they're coming soon.
Oh man, dude, we got red filigree lace. Oh man, this thing is so finely dissected. I mean, it's almost hard to capture a picture of it. I know the cameras don't always do it justice because this thing is really, really nice.
These sell out quickly when we get them in stock. They are hard to produce.
Yeah.
So they're very thin scions. Not a lot of people produce this one still because it is a little more detailed on the propagation side. They do tend to sell out quickly when we offer them. It is the most thinly dissected lace leaf. It looks the most delicate, and it's one of the slowest growing. Tough as nails, guys. Yeah. It's one of the very best red lace leaves for heavy shade. So if you're putting this one in a dark shady spot, you're still gonna get that crazy dark color, and cameras really can't capture how detailed this foliage is.
I mean, this right here offers you some amazing texture. I mean, sometimes it's all about color and shape and all of that, which is beautiful and great. But this gives you a unique texture that most Japanese maples can't give you. I love this cultivar.
One of the best for containers too. Because of that small shape, it's gonna work excellent for the patio garden. Guys, look at the contrast it puts on with these Verdus. Here's a sea of Verdus. We're gonna go swimming them. I'm gonna be Scrooge McDuck and swim in the maples here today.
I mean, the sea of green right here, guys, is crazy. I mean, I love this cultivar. This is one of those classic lace leaf Japanese maples that's gonna give you some bold oranges and yellows in the fall and that bright green spring color, man. I love it.
Oh, classic. From the light green you see here to a golden yellow in the fall to then orange shades in the fall. Always a showstopper. You know, it's pretty nice in the spring though. You kind of get these yellowish lime green flushes. Looks like a highlighter right at dusk. This is probably one of the reasons I came to this greenhouse next. I was walking through here right at dusk and I'm like, man, we got to get in 29 and shoot.
Yeah, it's got some nice contrast too when it gets that secondary flush. Got a little bit of the pinks and reds to that initial summer growth that starts popping off over top of that green. Love this plant.
Oh man, what a beauty. I don't know if you grew a Mato before, but I'm a huge fan of this cultivar. It can easily rival Osakazuki for fall color. I've got a picture in a field of these at Carl Munn's, and it's just, you know, it's insane to see multiple large trees of this all in perfect fall color.
Oh man, absolutely. And I guess since I'm subbing in for Tim today, I got to do a cool dad joke, right? What's the motto with you, right? Every time, right?
Right.
But no, this really does give you that kind of Osaka-zuki feel out there. Just really great, nice, upright, big, broad palmatum leaf on that. I love that cultivar, man.
Let's see what else we got in here. After you, Brian. We'll
Man, I'll tell you what.
I think there's some, is it Grandma Ghost here on this side?
What do we got here? What do we got? We've got
First Ghost.
First Ghost, yeah.
We got a big set of first. One of the main differences you'll see, the First Ghost will have more of a purple border, like some of these have in here.
Man, I love the Ghost series, man. I mean, it's the collector's dream. You have this concept and creative design that you can do when you put all those Ghost series together, and the First Ghost is the best place to start, man. But like you said, in the spring, it's got one of the most prominent purple borders I've seen out there. And yeah, I love this cultivar, and nice fall color too. Gives you some nice yellows in that fall color. Love this plant.
I see your dad joke, and I'll raise you one. If you don't have a Ghost Series maple, this can be your first Ghost.
Nice.
All right, we got some grandma over here. We'll talk about this. Guys, check out the sea of Ryusei. So Ryus and Ryusei, Talon tells me I should always call these Ryusei.
Yeah.
The original name in Japan was Ryusei. I think the patent's out anyway, so it doesn't matter anymore. It was patented in America as Ryusen. I've seen people sell it as Millennial Green back when they didn't want to pay the patent at the Millennium.
Right.
I actually have trees that predate this tree getting patented in the United States here at our nursery from when we bought out Highland Creek Nursery. And those say Ryusei, so maybe we'll start going with that again. Classic weeping Japanese maple from Kobayashi Momiji-in. I mean, you know, what a cool tree. Alex recently got here, longtime subscriber, shout out to Alex. He went and saw the original at Kobayashi Momiji-in.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And man, what a cool plant.
But I mean, this cultivar is so versatile in your garden. I mean, it always creates a unique shape depending on how you stake it, how tall you want it, whether you just want it to weep out over the ground. But I mean, if you lined up 5 Ryusens in a row, none of them would have the exact same shape. But I kind of love that about it, because each one is different in its shape and form out in the garden. Creates like these creature type, you know, cousin it forms out there. Just nice, full cascading shape to it. I love this plant.
Oh, super malleable. You can stake this one to any size you want. I tend to stake it to about 5 to 6 feet tall, then just let it weep down from there. But guys, check out this. You know, this house is pretty full. We recently packed it back in, so it's kind of nice to see some big sets.
Yeah.
And you just kind of get lost in the sea of green here. In the fall, this will be blazing orange with accents of red in it. It's special.
Yeah, great texture. Right here we've got Acer palmatum filigree.
I mean, these are some beastly sizes in filigree too. I mean, if you're looking for a great starting plant, these are already upwards of 2.5 feet. These are high graft, so it means they're grafted about right here, so you can kind of see they're, you know, a little bit of a standard look to them. You know, we keep the theme going. We got a lot of reticulated. This one is the lace leaf Grandma Ghost, right? It's got that reticulated veining going on that makes Grandma Ghost look so cool, but in a lace leaf format. So sometimes this one will just be sold as Acer palmatum dissectum filigree, sometimes as green filigree, same plant. Lovely either way. Give this one some shade, you'll get some of that crazy veining going on in this one.
Man, that's what I was just about to tell him, man. I had this in Oklahoma. I tucked it into some deep shade there, and that's really when that reticulation shows off. Because if you get it out in the sun, you're going to get more of those just green tones to it. But you get it tucked into some shade, I mean, the reticulation on this is really, really nice. I love just that real feathery lace leaf it's got. I mean, the texture on this is great, man.
Guys, get these before they end up in 3s. There's so much cool stuff in here. Check out what this is back in here. We've got us a set of Crimson Prince. These are getting a little bit of shade, so a little bit greener, but a classic upright. What I like about Crimson Prince is it has a very obelisk type shape. So it's kind of like, I mean, it's almost like, for lack of a better term, it's like a Christmas tree type shape. It has a very upright habit to it that's very full. It has a very distinctive canopy. Gives you a nice different upright if you're looking for something a little bit different in the landscape. Crimson Prince.
Nice, man. So, man, right over here, we've got like a huge set. I'm going to dive in here just to
these things are massive.
Give you guys just a look at what we got here. We got Twombly's Red Sentinel. This is a great plant right now. I mean, this thing is going to give you a nice narrow habit to it. Beautiful red spring color, reds in the fall. I mean, this is going to light up your garden.
Guys, it is one of the quintessential columnar Japanese maples. We get so much requests for this one. It's so popular for good reason. Holds its color excellently, and I just love it. I think it's one of the best upright reds you can be growing. I love that it's a broom that gets more upright than most of the dense small brooms. Excellent cherry red fall color on this one, and one that holds its color really nice here in the South for us into some heat.
Man, we've got some great sizes on these too, man. I mean, 1 gallons, look at the size of these things. I mean, I'm a big dude and these coming up to my chest, so make sure you get one of these ordered here at MrMaple.
Man, check these out before they get into 3s. I've got these Twombly's on this side, and I've got First Ghost over here, guys. So there's a lot of cool trees going on. Man, we talk about Orangola a lot, but let's look at them. We've got some high graft Orangiolas right here. Now, I know some of these Tim's tagged for 3s, so some of these will be making it to the 3-gallon section, but there's some great sizes. These are kind of hitting that stage I love, where it's like green and orange and pink, and you got a lot of weird colors going on all at once right now.
This is a really exciting cultivar, I think. I mean, this is one that's just going to give you an extremely weeping habit. I mean, these are a high graft, so you get that little bit of elevation there before it just weeps straight down. But these get some really contorted shapes to them too. I mean, some of those branches just curve and twist. I love the form of these. It's
one of my favorite lace leaves, and you've probably heard me make this analogy before, but a lot of lace leaves look like umbrellas, and this one looks more like a bell. So it weeps so much that a lot of that growth sweeps straight down. It's almost shaped more like Ryusei than like an Abashidari. Crazy colors on this one. Man, let's go talk about another lace leaf over here. I see some good ones over here to talk about. This one is one, I knew you had one of these in Oklahoma. Years ago, many nurserymen said we need a name for the reverted form of Hanamatoi. And that's what Crimson Prince, that's what, let me start over, sorry. So years ago, nurserymen said we need a name for the reverted form of Hanamatoi. And we always were upfront about what this is. I know you even ordered one in Oklahoma because it's still a collector plant. These are Acer palmatum dissectum Prince Charming.
Yeah, man, this thing gives you a really unique shade of kind of that pink red. I mean, I had this planted out with several other lace leaves next to a Crimson Queen, a Tamukiyama, and this definitely held its own spot. You know what I mean? It had a different tone to it as far as that pink color out there in the landscape. I love the texture of this thing too. I mean, you think about the Hanamatoi, how wonderful a cultivar that is. This kind of gives you that same shape and form, but in a nice like pink color in the garden.
I think it's a great way to have trees that can revert, have a cultivar name on the reverted form. I think it's one of the most ethical ways for nurserymen too. Because they can still give you exactly what this tree does. And I know people that produce this one specifically like us for this trait. It is a nice pink lace leaf, and one that's sometimes chosen even over Hanamatoi in the trade. I know a lot of people get this one. You can put it in a little more sun, and that pink just really shows out.
Man, I know this is like a classic that we talk about a lot, but I mean, how could you not talk about this right here?
Boom!
I mean, the pink colors on this are electric.
Guys, right now we're standing next to a set of Geisha Gone Wild, and they're going wild right now.
They're going wild. I love this stage too. You talk about how trees have different stages.
Right.
This is starting to kind of have just a little fade on that pink where you have some green tones in there with that hot pink popping over top of that. You get this very like versicolor, multicolor look to the leaf on that. I love this time of year.
This is actually my favorite stage for it. You've got like pink, red, and like some different shades of green in it. I think it's actually when it's most interesting to me. It's a little past that spring push. Sometimes our greenhouses will make things green up a little bit faster. So we do get ahead on this stage than outside in the garden. A lot of mine are just leafing out in the garden right now. But I love this stage. I think it's actually its most interesting to me. It's the most mix of colors. And that little hint of green, I think, really gives it just a pop.
Definitely, man. And the leaf shape on this is always really interesting. Every leaf is a little bit different. The way that variegation kind of swirls and splotches into the leaf kind of creates unique leaves. I mean, every leaf you look at is going to be different. I love it.
Let's step out here and look at some big stuff, guys. We also are going to announce some open hours for you guys.
Man, we've got some killer 10 gallons out here, guys. I mean, I get all excited about this because rarely do you find 10 gallons of these type of cultivars available. And we're going to have these available at our open house coming Memorial Day. But we're also we're making a little announcement today.
Guys, we've got a lot of interest in these 10 gallons. And while we're pulling orders, we're not able to open the entire nursery up for you. We've got a whole team of 30 people here pulling orders right now, bagging up orders. And so we can only be open at those open houses for the whole nursery because it just becomes a little bit too much of a technical nightmare.
Yeah.
But we want to open up with some of our 10 gallons for you guys. So starting probably around the time you see this video, you can call Miss Jody at her office number and set up a time to come and see us. We're going to be doing open hours on Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 12:30. Now we will have a hard cutoff at 12:30. We do kind of have a 30-minute increment there, but me, Sean, and Brian, we're going to be out here showing you guys around some of these 10 gallons. If it's something you're interested in locally, we're going to have some 10-gallon monsters out here available for pickup.
Man, I'm excited to be able to offer this to you guys. I mean, it's a unique thing. Like I said, the cultivars we have here, I was telling Corbin the other day, I was like, dude, we have some of the best cultivars on the planet in 10 gallons.
Right.
I mean, we got japonicums, lace leaves, dwarfs, variegated types, reticulated. I mean, we got it all out here.
I mean, just standing here where we're at, we got Hinezu Hagoromo. That's that big yellow behind us. I mean, I'm standing next to Lillian's Jewel, guys. I mean, look at Lillian's Jewel. Me and Brian aren't little guys.
Yeah.
We got some pure gold in here.
I mean, Spring Delight. This thing is awesome, man. It's got that nice red border on that green.
You might have
leaf.
seen some of the shorts we've been going through. We've been showing off some of these dwarfs like Murasaki Kiyohime. Guys, we have huge sets of Purple Ghost and Twombly's Red Sentinel. Rarely seen at this size. We'll do a full walkthrough coming up on this, but we wanted to let you guys know that you can start scheduling to come and see just the big stuff. The 10 gallons will be open for you on Thursdays. Now, I don't know how long we're going to be able to do this.
Right.
We'll probably have to cut it off before that Memorial Day open house. We're going to be letting people come here and pick up. Now, if you have a nursery pickup, you can still do that, but we won't be able to shop all the greenhouses just due to logistics. We'd love to show you around some of these 10s, 9 a.m. to 12:30 on Thursdays. Call Jody and reserve your spot.
So yeah, just to clarify on that, because we want to let you guys maximize your experience of coming out here. If you have 1 gallons that you're wanting to purchase, if you've got a schedule to come and look at the 10 gallons, order your 1 gallon plants ahead and set them for nursery pickup. And then that way when you get here, you can come and shop the 10 gallons and then pick up your 1 gallons at your nursery pickup site. So, I mean, I think that's a great way to kind of maximize your trip out here. We'd love to have you guys out here, so give Jody a call.
Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.